Vince Gill, country music's nicest guy, may be mean behind the scenes. The 68-year-old singer reportedly keeps a secret list without friends. The singer has secretly selected 7 artists he hates, according to sources. I started working toward a solo career since I didn't see a lengthy future with the band. The list includes longtime adversaries and shocking betrayals, each with a narrative of shattered trust, damaged egos, and behind-the-curtain turmoil. Number 4, which shows an unexpected feud, shocks fans. Gill's secret grievances contradict his sweet voice and manner. Nashville's friendliest face may have the best memory. Stay tuned. This is just beginning. 7th, Garth Brooks. Vince Gill and Garth Brooks ruled the 90s country charts, yet they never collaborated. Fans praised both artists, but behind the scenes, animosity existed. Vince, known for his laid-back style and true country sound, appeared uneasy with Garth's popularity. Garth introduced stadium tours, fireworks, and intensity that Vince didn't like. Insiders said Vince thought it was too much, too soon. In the early 2000s, Garth reportedly offered Vince a significant duet, but Vince discreetly declined. Some believe principle, not scheduling, was at stake. Vince opposed country music's commercialization, according to a label rep. He liked the content above the spectacle, and thought Garth's manner was overly theatrical. Their musical values diverged with that denial. Years of interviews revealed the philosophical divide. Vince discussed how performance-driven performers were eclipsing authentic country in a 2005 magazine article. He never named Garth, but fans saw a subliminal insult. Vince quipped at a CMA event that country music wasn't Broadway with boots, widely seen as a dig at Garth's showiness. The crowd laughed, but industry insiders understood. Their visuals contrast strikingly. Garth was known for enormous crowds and emotive songs, whereas Vince focused on guitar and lyrics. Garth's crowd enjoyed the spectacle, while Vince's fans liked his genuineness. These contrasts may explain why they never interacted on stage. Despite becoming legends, they had different paths. One lesser-known event fuels curiosity. Garth attended a 2010 memorial performance, but Vince didn't perform. It seemed odd given both artists were scheduled. Crew members later suggested Vince requested to be pulled last minute. It confirmed the long-held belief that the two didn't get along, whether personal or not. Fans still wonder why Vince and Garth never paired up. Their silence matters in a collaborative industry. Vince's clients include Dolly and Carrie Underwood, but Garth is never mentioned. Vince often stood far from Garth, literally and musically, during the award ceremony group performances. That distance was noted by fans. Vince may have admired Garth's accomplishments, but not his approach. Some rivalries are quiet. Some are silent, with basic creative contrasts. Vince felt Garth represented a country music he couldn't support. Despite never insulting each other, they were far apart. In a storytelling genre, this unspoken tension conveyed its own tale. Kristofferson breached the rules, Vince obeyed. The true story between these icons has been kept quiet for too long. Number 6. Vince Gill and Kris Kristofferson are from different country music scenes. Kristofferson is known as the outlaw poet. His poems tell heartfelt stories, and his music is genuine and emotive. He's not concerned about polish or perfection. Vince Gill is almost opposite. A perfectionist, he prioritizes clean voices, immaculate guitar skills, and seamless sound. The juxtaposition between Kristofferson's raw technique and Vince's sophisticated approach generated a secret tension. Vince never publicly criticized Kristofferson, but friends claim he disliked his chaotic manner. Some of Kristofferson's tracks sound rushed, capturing a sensation without neatness or organization. Vince likes well-planned music with clear lyrics. Vince couldn't fully respect Kristofferson's work, even though he liked his songs. Their connection was courteous but distant. Though they met at events and awards shows, they never worked together. Vince respected Kristofferson's influence on country music, but was frustrated by his disregard for the craft. The conflict was quiet. It was a quiet competition over different country music sound and feel ideas. Many don't realize Vince's unhappiness wasn't just about music. It was also about Kristofferson's non-musical values. Kristofferson symbolized defiance. He didn't like Nashville's commercial structure or country stardom. Vince, though not a traditionalist, thought country music should be creative and polished. This value gap fueled their hidden competition. Kristofferson's outlaw image made him a hero to many who wanted country music to be about freedom and challenges. In the 1990s and early 2000s, country music became popular because of Vince's cleaner, radio-friendly style. They fight over staying true to tradition or reaching a wider audience with a polished sound, a greater debate in country music. In a lesser-known interview, Vince stated he likes the renegade movement for pushing limits, but thinks some rebels went too far in rejecting outstanding songwriting and musicianship. Even though he didn't identify Kristofferson, that was a dig at his style. Vince emphasizes talent and control, while Kristofferson emphasizes emotion and rawness. Their rivalry highlights how country music fans have divided over time. Others prefer Vince's beautiful voice and perfect guitar playing, while others prefer Kristofferson's honesty and grit. This gap persists. Younger artists often choose one style or mix both, demonstrating the genre's need for contrast. The differing ways both men inspired other artists is intriguing. Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings were motivated by Kristofferson to leave Nashville. Vince influenced current stars like Brad Paisley and Keith Urban, who combine outstanding music with a modern style. Vince and Kristofferson disagreed, yet both shaped country music. Number 5. Billy Ray Cyrus. Country music superstar. Billy Ray Cyrus's achy breaky heart made him famous in the early 1990s. Billy Ray became a sensation and started a nationwide line dancing craze with the song's immediate success. His infectious song had fans two-stepping, but not everyone in the industry was delighted. Vince Gill was. Achy Breaky Heart changed country music fans and musicians like Vince. The song's deep music and tale didn't advance country music. It appeared to move backward. Though catchy, Vince believed it was too much like a trick. He considered the song sacrificed significance to appeal to a wide audience, which he had always opposed in his career. One of the genre's most acclaimed singers, Vince Gill, plays multiple instruments. Heartfelt ballads, honest words, and musical talent have made him famous. He values art over popularity and has never followed trends. Vince didn't like Billy Ray Cyrus's huge hair, tight jeans, and showy country rock image. Billy Ray's appearance and sound seemed more like a marketing ploy than country music. Both artists had hectic careers in the 1990s. Thus, they never worked together by chance. Even though they shared award show platforms and red carpets, insiders say they were always chilly and aloof. Though cordial, Vince was unfriendly. He appeared professional while remaining distant. Vince respected musicians and was leery of Billy Ray's pop-focused style, according to behind-the-scenes sources. He didn't think he was as committed to the craft. However, Billy Ray seemed more focused in chart success and crossover appeal than in depth. Vince denied him conventional camp approval, and he didn't want it. Their fight revealed a larger country music dispute, the conflict between tradition and market needs. Vince's anguish went beyond that. It indicated an unfavorable trend. The popularity of a simplistic, repetitive single inspired a generation of artists to prioritize image, catchy melodies, and popularity over storytelling and music. Vince worried this would make country music sound like pop instead of its roots in honest feeling and rustic authenticity. That concern was valid. After Billy Ray's breakthrough, the genre saw many acts like him. Flashy entertainers with shallow hits. Vince didn't like how these artists were riding Billy Ray's wave and misdirecting the genre. Even Vince acknowledged that Billy Ray helped popularize country music. He gained international and younger fans. Vince had numerous issues with reaching new audiences, but he understood it wasn't horrible. The method mattered to him. He valued quality over showmanship. Billy Ray's effect extended beyond his career, which is intriguing. His daughter Miley Cyrus became a global pop star. She gave country music more pop, especially as Hannah Montana. The Cyruses further blurred country and pop. Vince has never addressed Miley's impact. Vince regarded everything from achy breaky hearts to modern country pop mixes as a genre struggle. As someone who has spent his life trying to keep country music honest, seeing it marketed was frustrating and personal. So, Vince Gill added Billy Ray Cyrus to his not-so-secret list. Vince Gill never honored Shania Twain. What's behind her quiet shocks more than her headlines. Number 4, Shania Twain. Shania Twain altered country music. Shania hailed as the queen of country pop, blended country and pop sounds to create a high-energy style that crossed genres. Her polished, radio-friendly tunes spread country music worldwide. Vince Gill, who liked things the way they were, suffered from her popularity. He believed Shania's success was different from authentic country music's honesty. Shania's CDs, especially Come On Over, appealed to many music aficionados. Her songs worked on country and top 40 radio stations due to their pop hooks, danceable rhythms, and glittering production. Traditional country singers were angry because the genre was losing authenticity, but millions of new fans were drawn to it. One was Vince Gill. Vince Gill has always followed the rules. Honest words, beautiful ballads, and unsurpassed musical prowess made him famous. Vince believes country music can express honest, genuine, and emotional stories. He plays numerous instruments and has a lovely voice. It's not about glamour and glamour or chart-topping tunes with new sounds. Vince feels music and lyrics convey reality, life, loss, love, and rising above. Shania Twain's huge hair, flashy outfits, and pop-heavy singles were a collision of cultures, with some commenting, "I feel like a woman," which doesn't impress me. Her music was appealing and well-produced, but Vince thought it was too polite and polished. Shania's popularity transformed her image from dusty boots and sad ballads to bright, joyful, and marketable. Vince and Shania's tension was never publicized. There were no newsworthy angry interviews or insults. The rift was more subtle. Vince and Shania never collaborated. He never mentioned her album's greatness at award events or in interviews about her chart dominance. That quiet was significant in the country's close-knit community. Morality, not rudeness, was at issue. Vince respected Shania's achievements but disagreed with her musical direction. He believed her work proved that the genre was shifting toward commercialization rather than artistic progress. He believed country music lost its uniqueness as it got glossier and bubblegum-like. Vince thought country music should portray real life in all its lovely messiness rather than follow pop fads. Shania's fame hurt other artists, especially women. She showed women musicians could top the charts, lead world tours, and redefine the genre. Vince was very conservative, thus he often overlooked or undervalued her pop-inspired musicians. Due to this, nonconformist female singers had trouble gaining acceptance in Vince's circles. This had a minor impact on the company. Shania helped Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift, and Kelsea Ballerini become famous. Although country, these gals liked pop. Patti Loveless and Leanne Womack, who shared Vince's beliefs, received more critical accolades, but less popular support. The difference between artistic honesty and profit was even clearer. Despite their differences, Shania Twain and Vince Gill influenced modern country music. Shania introduced new fans, excitement, and glamour. Vince preserved the genre with honesty and passion. Two ends of country music revealed two directions. They never worked together, yet their work illustrated how country music evolved. Country music today balances simplicity and depth. Shania and Vince's conflict persists. Names and sounds have altered. A pop country queen and a narrative purist have a subtle rivalry that causes this tension. Number 3. Jason Aldean, bro country, which mixes country music with party themes, trucks, and easy living vibes, is popularized by Jason Aldean. His songs are about fun, drinking, and small-town life with loud guitars and infectious tunes. He was popular with younger audiences who liked his party-like songs. This differs from Vince Gill's method. Vince thinks country music should have great songs, meaningful lyrics, and personal narrative. Vince Gill has always appreciated songcraft. He believes every song should communicate a heartfelt story. He wants lyrics with depth and heart. Vince thinks Aldean's repetitious themes and plain language don't fulfill those standards. He thinks Aldean's style is loud and shallow, focusing on image and lifestyle marketing rather than songwriting. The two performers' country music representations are clearly different. Vince Gill quietly declines invitations to Jason Aldean heavy parties and award shows due to these differences. Not public drama or insults. Vince's personal choice reveals his loyalty. He supports country music that honors heritage and songwriting, not just radio singles that are catchy and commercial. This modest boycott shows the conflict between traditional country values and modern commercialism. Country music became more commercial with Jason Aldean's success. His CDs and gigs are popular. His upbeat approach and party songs are popular. Vince believes this development undermines country music's soul. Music is more than entertainment and promotion for Vince. What defines the genre is keeping its roots in storytelling history. This battle shows how country music culture is changing. Yet bro country style appeals to a lifestyle and image that mixes country and pop culture. This style attracts new listeners but may turn off longtime followers who demand depth and heritage. Vince Gill's rejection of that world illustrates the dispute over whether country music should be a storytelling art or a commercial product. Vince Gill and Jason Aldean have changed country music powerfully despite their differences. Aldean's style brought country music into pop culture. Vince maintains the roots and encourages craft and emotional integrity in songwriting. Their subtle battle illustrates the conflict between innovation and tradition, which still defines country music. Kanye West, #2. Kanye West is not a country artist, but his name comes up when discussing attention over depth music. Kanye embodies a period of ego and spectacle in music with his bombastic declarations, fashion exhibitions, and wild behavior. His albums are experimental, but more like branding tools than emotional expressions. Vince Gill believes this modern music, where performers construct empires on self-worship, contradicts the purpose of music. Though he doesn't name Kanye, his criticism of today's stars resembles him. Vince thinks music should connect, not control. Vince stays silent as Kanye dominates news and draws attention to himself. His speech is emotional, not controversial. Vince believes true music requires humility, a willingness to be little so the song may be big. Kanye's unabashed self-glorification worries him because it makes musicians become untouchable symbols rather than storytellers. The conflict is about morals, not genre. Vince and Kanye have very distinct musical styles, but their messages are perfectly opposite. Kanye sells songs by causing turmoil. Vince conveys a message through emotion. Kanye performs narcissism. Vince believes narcissism kills honesty. Even though they may never meet, their styles indicate a larger cultural conflict between showmanship and spirit. Kanye's music embodies Vince's warnings. A fan base that values personality over music, flashy production, and songs about personal strength. Vince wants heartfelt songs again. He dislikes loud music. He wants to listen to music. Vince and other artists should be wary of artists like Kanye, who make the stage their shrine. Over the years, Vince Gill could have followed trends, chased power, and made headlines. He chose the calm road. He wouldn't compromise for popularity. This approach may have cost him radio hits or younger fans, but it earned him respect from country music purists. Vince didn't seek power. Legacy came from integrity. His quiet during the country's modernization speaks louder than any call. He didn't publicly bash Billy Ray Cyrus, Jason Aldean, or Shania Twain, but his absence from their celebrations was telling. To Vince, turning up means support. So he doesn't attend events or provide compliments on purpose. In a business where silence is rare, his quietness shows his heart. The severe divisions in country music today reflect a larger issue: flash and feeling, branding and soul, celebrity and heart fight. Vince Gill prioritizes dignity, heart, and songcraft over showbiz. He represents a genre element that's decreasing yet nonetheless vital. He's defending music's purpose, not merely history. Vince Gill doesn't rant or fight online. His specialty is creating honest songs, playing with heart, and quietly advocating for quality. In a world of self-promotion, his calmness recalls music's past. He's more than an artist. He's a reflection of the genre's decline. Travis Tritt's steely look silenced the audience when Vince criticized faux outlaws. Number 1, Travis Tritt. Vince Gill and Travis Tritt both became famous in the 1990s, but had different styles. Travis had a wild, unexpected energy. Vince was calm and attentive with a conventional approach. Their different personalities and music styles impacted their industry image. Even before rumors of strife, this divergence strained their relationship. Behind-the-scenes action occurred at a 1997 benefit concert. Vince reportedly joked about outlaw artists who can't craft a verse. Travis, who embodied outlaw country, didn't like those statements. Travis confronted Vince after hearing the comments, sources say. The confrontation didn't develop violently, but witnesses say Travis stared Vince down. That dramatic moment showed their egos and values clashing. Their rivalry was hidden because their music and fans rarely overlapped. Fans loved Vince's smooth, melodious tone and sincere lyrics. Travis was popular for his rebellious persona and hard-edged music. Their chart routes didn't overlap often after this break.